The film begins with a man named Qing Ming. He was bred from both the human and demon races, making him half human and half demon. He works as a yin-yang bureau officer, protecting demon souls and a supernatural artifact known as the Scale Stone. One night, the base is attacked, and he is left alone on the site, with all of the guards killed and his senior, Simu, also killed. After being accused, he states that he is not the one who killed Simu. Because he is the only one still alive at the guarding post, his statement is rejected, and the other guard orders his arrest. Qing Ming uses his technique to flee the site after disagreeing with the final decision. The action then shifts to 7 years later. A group of yin-yang bureau soldiers is on their way to deliver some festival offerings. A mysterious being attacked them on the way. The soldiers are scared and flee, but their captain, Boya, charges forward to attack the mysterious being. Boya eventually discovers the identity of the mysterious being. The mysterious being is revealed to be disguised by 3 ferrets wearing a costume. They continue to fight, but just as they are about to collide, someone casts a spell between them, causing a mini explosion. Qing Ming, it turns out, is the ferret's subordinate, and he was the one who cast the spell. He then immediately casts another spell on Boya, causing him to slip every time he gets up. Qing Ming then orders all of his subordinates to loot the offerings. They return to their hideout once they have finished looting. They can get some much-needed rest there. 2 black-winged demons infiltrate the Yin-Yang Bureau Palace one night. One of the demons casts a spell on one of the guards, causing the guard to create a commotion inside the subduing cells, where the evil demon is imprisoned. As a result, the captain in charge of the Scale Stone rushes to the location. The demon then proceeds with their plan. They eliminate all of the remaining guards guarding the Scale Stone. When they are about to leave, the Yin-Yang Bureau chief, Bai notices that demons have broken into the place and rushes to the location. She casts a spell right away to seal the Scale Stone. Unfortunately, one of the demons obtains the artifact and flees, while the other is trapped inside the seal. The chief then pursues the demon. The chief immediately shoots an arrow at the demon, which hits him and causes him to fall into the forest. The 3 ferrets happen to be nearby and immediately take the Scale Stone. Fearful, one of the ferrets swallows the stone, and the others flee the forest. When they return, they tell Qing Ming that one of them swallowed the stone without knowing what it was. When Qing Ming examines the ferret, the Demon King orders Qing Ming to resurrect him because Qing Ming has his blood running through his veins. Qing Ming then rushes to lock the ferret with a spell before heading to the demon realm to obtain something related to the Scale Stone. Meanwhile, the Black-Winged Demon returns to his lair to report to his boss, the Snow Queen Demon. The Snow Queen Demon then freezes him before ordering her hand demon to execute him. Boya is summoned to the court of the guard and given the order to find the offerings that he has lost. Boya then travels to learn more about Qing Ming. He also meets Shenle, who appears to know Qing Ming and tells Boya that he might be able to find Qing Ming in the demon realm. She also requests that Boya accompany her to find Qing Ming because she knows how to enter the demon realm. Long story short, they arrive at the demon realm's entrance. Shenle begins to cast a spell to open the door, and she succeeds. Shenle immediately applies plum leaf water to both of them inside the demon realm to remove human sense. They then look around the demon realm, waiting for Qing Ming to appear. Qing Ming eventually arrives in the demon realm. Boya rushes over to him, only to discover that Shenle is also one of Qing Ming's subordinates. Then Qing Ming casts another spell on him, putting Boya's body under Qing Ming's control. Qing Ming then visits the owner of the fighting pits, who is an expert on artifacts. They are both business partners. The Tushan sword is then requested by Qing Ming. Tushan sword is an artifact that once defeated the Demon King. As a result, the Tushan sword is a forbidden word in the demon realm. The owner refuses, claiming that he has no knowledge of the sword's whereabouts. Qing Ming then threatens the owner with his techniques. The owner then offers to give the sword in exchange for something from Qing Ming. Qing Ming gives the owner 2 human lives, Boya and Shenle. Boya is immediately placed in the fighting pit arena for entertainment by the owner. Qing Ming casts a talisman spell and leaves it near the arena before departing. He then arrives at the sword's location. When he successfully unseals the sword, the Yin-Yang Bureau officers surround him. Qing Ming, who anticipates this outcome, escapes once more using his technique. However, the chief is already waiting for him. He then casts an illusion spell, but the chief knows how to dispel it, and she succeeds. He then continues to run. Meanwhile, Boya is engaged in combat with the Red Evil Demon, whom he underestimates. He manages to punch the demon several times, but the demon becomes enraged and transforms into a larger version of himself. As a result, the demon has the upper hand. After some time, the demon captures Boya. Qing Ming's talisman suddenly activates and travels to the demon, causing him to slip if he takes another step. Boya has unintentionally discovered the demon's weak point. He takes advantage of this opportunity to attack the demon, and the demon returns to his small form. The audience then throws weapons at Boya, allowing him to execute the demon. Boya then wields an axe, but he spares the life of the demon. He then scales the cliff to free Shenlu. They are then cornered by the demon soldier. Surprisingly, the red evil demon appears and assists them in escaping. Qing Ming, on the other hand, arrives at the arena and the sword is snatched by the chief. He fights back to get the sword, but the cover explodes and the sword flies straight to Boya, causing the demon to back away. They then flee outside, only to be pursued by the demon soldier. Qing Ming then approaches them, and the Yin-Yang Bureau officers attack them. Qing Ming casts a protection spell right away, but an officer sneaks up behind him and attacks him. The chief unexpectedly comes to his aid and protects him. Unfortunately, the officers attack the chief. This enrages Qing Ming, and he immediately casts a teleportation spell, transporting them to his hideout. Qing Ming is treating the chief's wound when he notices a bracelet on her. The bracelet turns out to be a past pact between the chief and Qing Ming. The pact is a sign that the demon has a master, which means that the demon cannot be turned evil. He can be both master and familiar because he is half human and half demon. That is why he has so many familiar subordinates. After a while, the chief awakens, and Qing Ming explains the true events concerning Simu that occurred previously. Simu asks Qing Ming for himself one night to cover Qing Ming's shift guarding the Scale Stone, and Qing Ming agrees. Following that, Qing Ming detects the Demon King's aura emanating from the Scale Stone. He rushes there, only to discover that the guard has been killed and that there is a Snow Queen demon with wounded Simu as hostages. The demon then casts her spell on Qing Ming. Qing Ming manages to deflect the attack, but they then vanish. Even after all of that, the chief still does not trust Qing Ming. Meanwhile, the ferret has mutated and is attacking its surroundings. Qing Ming realizes the Scale Stone is inside the ferret and decides to stab him with Tushan's sword, killing the ferret and turning it to dust. The chief takes the Scale Stone and departs via teleportation spell. The group then holds a memorial service for the deceased ferret. Qing Ming and the others are also drinking to remember the ferret. She teleports to the forest, where she is discovered by Yin-Yang Bureau officers. Soon after, the Snow Queen demon strikes them with a wide-ranging spell, freezing many of the officers. The Snow Queen demon then attacks the remaining officers who have survived in close combat. She eventually manages to kill all of the officers except the chief. When the chief is cornered, Qing Ming appears and saves the chief's life. The Snow Queen then lures Qing Ming away from the area, and they fight. Meanwhile, Simu, surprisingly, is still alive and appears out of nowhere at the chief's location. He casts a curse spell on the chief, causing him to pass out, and then takes the Scale Stone from him. He then fuses with the stone, transforming into the new Demon King. Qing Ming, on the other hand, eventually won the battle. When the Snow Queen demon says her final words, Qing Ming realizes Simu is the one who attempted to steal the Scale Stone and made a pact with her. The Snow Queen demon is then stabbed and killed. Simu travels to the demon realm after becoming Demon King. He casts a spell there that causes all demons in the demon realm to mutate. Simu then orders all of the demons to attack humans. Qing Ming's subordinate acts quickly, casting talisman spells on them to prevent mutation. Then they proceed to the bridge, the only link between the human world and the demon realm. Boya initially refuses to join them, but when Red Evil Demon asks him to, he agrees. Qing Ming arrives at Simu's location. Simu then explains that he is the one who liberated the Snow Queen demon from the subduing cell, as well as the one who tries to steal the Scale Stone. Simu and Qing Ming then fought. Qing Ming appears to be no match for Simu at first, but then he surprises Simu by stabbing him in the chest. Simu is unaffected by the Tanshu sword, which is surprising. Simu then hits Qing Ming, knocking him out. Qing Ming's subordinate begins a siege in order to stop the mutated demon soldier. The rat demon attempts to destroy the bridge by biting it from below. One of them also transforms into a tree, obstructing the only path across the bridge. Boya, Shenlu, and the red evil demon eventually fall from the tree and must engage in close combat. But then the demon soldier stops attacking. Simu appears, and he immediately stabs Qingming in front of his subordinates. He then throws Qingming off the bridge. They had to fight close combat because the tree demon also transforms back into her human form. Fortunately, the rat demons destroy half of the bridge, so they immediately try to destroy the other half. Boya, who is on the front lines, attacks a demon but is blocked. The demon counters Boya's attack, but the red evil demon moves quickly to carry him, causing him to be stabbed in the chest. The demon is then carried by the red evil demon, who jumps to destroy the bridge. He then kisses Boya goodbye as he falls from the bridge. Meanwhile, Qingming re-encounters the Demon King in his final moments. The Demon King shows him his subordinate's struggles and offers him his power, but he is the one who must become the master. Qingming refuses, attempting to destroy himself so that the Demon King's power will vanish. As a result, the Demon King changes his offer, and they eventually make a pact, with Qingming becoming the master. Simu then attempts to cross the bridge with his massive hand demon. But then Simu appears, armed with his newly acquired power. They fight once more, but this time Qingming has the upper hand. The fight is one-sided, and Qingming eventually punches through Simu's chest and takes the scale stone from him. Simu then vanishes into the dust. As he vanishes, the spell cast on the chief is broken. The chief then rushes to the bridge and requests that he remain with humans. But he refuses, destroys the scale stone, and then breaks every pact he's made with his subordinates. He then returns to the demon realm with the remaining demons. The civilians regard Boya as a great hero in the final scene. As the cart moves, he expresses his hope for the return of Qingming, who didn't want to break his pact to become the new Demon King, but he had no choice. Then Boya runs into Shenlu again, and they both smile at each other.